there, my name's Joanna Metcalfe and I help run a community interest company called Greener Growth, and we go into schools, prisons and communities experiencing rural isolation or various urban challenges, and we teach people how to grow food and how to conserve nature. And we're out here on this snowy day because I thought you might like to see this lovely range of heritage fruit trees which we're in the process of planting with various different partners across East Anglia. And what we do is we use permaculture techniques. Now, if you haven't heard of permaculture, permaculture is all about a specific way of growing food sustainably whilst actually incorporating people care and land share techniques. So it's a really, really revolutionary, exciting way of looking at life. And you can permaculture everything. You can permaculture your life, you can permaculture your garden, you can use permaculture techniques on a farm. It's a really exciting way of working. So we started about 4 years ago officially, and we started, first of all, I had the idea, background in therapeutics, and I volunteered at a prison called Blunderstone Prison for about 18 months. And that gave me the feedback from the psychotherapists on the TC unit, which is a therapeutic community within prisons, and we knew we were onto something that was going to make a difference. So that's where it all started. And over the last 4 years, we've worked 5 or 6 different projects, which is probably the more unusual element of what we do. We go into various different schools in the area, and that's senior schools as well as primary schools, which is really important because it's the older children that are just about to go out there into the big wide world, and they're the ones that need to know about how to look after themselves and their environment, maybe a little bit more urgently. So if they've never done it in primary school, they need to do it with us before they get out there. So essentially, the most important thing to understand about all of this is our insect life. It's in various different places in real jeopardy, and you probably heard there's a massive decline in flying insects particularly. I went to the Oxford Real Farming Conference recently, and it was just an absolute inspiration. It was wonderful. 950 delegates, 350 people after tickets. There was various different courses and classes throughout the event, and obviously wonderful opportunities to network as well. And it really left me feeling extremely enthused by the fact that there is a massively growing movement amongst all of us that want to make that difference. And I feel that people who are sensitive and care about the natural environment can sometimes really suffer from almost like an apathy, almost like a sort of slightly depressed and overwhelmed feeling, like it's such a big issue and there's so many problems within our environment, what on earth can we do? But each one of us can make a difference, and that's what we're here to really reinforce. Whether it's creating more cohesive communities around that central garden, whether it's teaching people who really need the help how to grow their own food and look out for each other a little bit more proactively, or whether it's helping people to access a shared land project. There's all sorts of different ways that we can help each other. So these trees here are from an organisation that we have now partnered called Orchards East, which is a lottery funded project. They are all heritage trees. So planting these trees also helps us look after our biodiversity and make sure that certain rarer species of plums, gauges, apples, pears and cherries, I think I've remembered everything, get to survive and continue to thrive in our areas. And we also plant bulbs around the base of these trees, and that gives us the opportunity of teaching, whether it's the children or whoever we're working with, that it's absolutely vital for the wild pollinators that are hatching out from hibernation as early as February. Most of the big queen bumblebees, or a proportion of them, come out. And if they come out, and obviously there's a massive reduction in the wildflower population, then they're going to find the bulbs, the flowers that we have planted, and it might just enable them to survive. The other thing we specialise in is we put a lot of green willow architecture in. And green willow, apart from being absolutely incredible in its vigorous growth, you can make green willow chairs, you can put green willow architecture like arbours with a rustic bench in. You can also teach children how to make fedges. A fedge is a cross between a hedge and a fence, and it means that all of those little pussy willows that come in February all laden with pollen, are going to be able to benefit all of those insects that are first coming out, and also obviously all the bird life as well. So this is really good news. We're very excited by what we're doing. We create as many opportunities as we can with volunteers. In the prison work, we do a whole range of different classes and courses throughout the year. We teach people how to make rustic furniture, bird boxes, black boxes, and very key with those different sorts of things is how to orientate them. Because if you don't put a bird box up with the right orientation, so not directly on a south-facing wall because otherwise it gets too hot, not directly on a north-facing wall because unless it's got shelter it gets too wet and cold, the wind goes in. But the key thing to really note is that nature gives you this information. It's just that because we live in such a technological age now, we're forgetting to watch, we're forgetting to listen, and we're forgetting that vital learning that nature is constantly giving us if we remember to get outside. So that's the message. Might be snowy today, but we never stop. The dormant season gives us the opportunity of preparing, having meetings with various different counsellors, head teachers, prison officers, prison psychotherapy units. We've been in about 5 or 6 prisons throughout East Anglia so far. We're now in HMP Swaleside. We're starting our 4th year at HMP Wayland. And these therapeutic units, we don't hear enough good news about prison work. There are a lot of really dedicated people working in prisons doing very, very good work and really helping people to rehabilitate. And at the end of the day, which one of us hasn't done crazy things at some stage in our life that we would regret? So as far as we're concerned, just because you've done bad things doesn't make you a bad person long term. And we're really into this whole concept of renewal and regeneration, which is what nature shows you anyway. So we're going to keep posting these YouTube videos from now on. We've got the camera, we've got the intelligence, we've got the know-how, and we're aware we need to start spreading this news more proactively. So perhaps one of the next YouTube videos will be us showing you what we've done, how we've done it, and where the trees are starting to grow, and which groups are starting to be involved in looking after them and helping us plant them out in the first place. So it's all good news. Let's have a cracking new year and get involved if you want to. We'll look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching. Bye!